Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastion and Envi style cinephile and Batman Cape Crusader. Let's geek about it for a scant few minutes because they dropped a trailer. Finally, we get a look at what we're going to get from this series that's set in the 40s-ish era. I've been interested, and you've heard me, and you will continue to hear me harp about the fact that I'm tired of Superman series and movies. I'm tired of Batman series and movies. But Batman series, well done Batman series set in that sort of pulpy noir like aesthetic and era because I'm a fan of like old school Phantom, The Shadow. So seeing the Batman through that aesthetic, I'm curious to see what they could do. It's produced, by Bruce Timm, who's like the godfather of Batman the Animated Series, one of the best animated series of all time. Um, so I'm curious to see what they can do. Hamish Linklater, I'm probably butchering his name. I apologize to him and anybody who knows him, fan of his work. I'm digging his turn as Batman from what we heard. There's a fucking great line in there. One of the characters sounds like Dent. I mean, trailers that kind of play fast and loose with dialogue versus visuals and stuff like that. So thinking it sounds like it was coming from Dent, that says, even if he takes somebody down, there's gonna be another monster or whoever that will rise up and just continue. Batman's basically like, that's the gist of the line. Batman is basically like, I know, but they'll know I'm coming for them. And just the way he said it was just cold. The action looks good, the animation looks good. Like I said, the visual aesthetic of it. We're seeing a reimagining of your Harley Quinn, Firebug, apparently, onomatopoeia. Alfred looks different. Some of these characters seem to be kind of playing in more towards their early appearance from the comics. And I'm a fan of reimagining stuff. I mean, one of the things about the Batman, when that show was airing, that was total reinvention, reimagination of the concept of Batman and the visuals and the characters and stuff. So, and a lot of it was done well. I didn't really like it at the time it was actually airing, but I've since gone back and rewatched the series a few times, and I, was kind of digging it. For the most part, not so much the pointed chin thing that they were doing with him. It was just weird. But this seems to be a Batman that's early on in his career, and he's getting kind of been introduced to the city, to the cops. Cops are after him. He's fighting cops at certain points in time, so apparently hasn't made his, friendship with anybody on the police force yet. I'm sure that will develop as the show goes on. It's just, it looked good. And like I said, I have faith in Bruce Timm. I mean, I have faith in what he can do with the stories. It's on Amazon. Will that lend itself to a sort of more mature take on the show? Remains to be seen how it all plays out. But the log line for the series says, it's an all-new animated series and reimagining of the Batman mythology. Utilizing state-of-the-art animation techniques, this powerful creative partnership will once again reinvent the character in his iconic rogues gallery with sophisticated storytelling, nuanced characters, and intense action sequences, all set in a visually striking world. Now, the voice cast includes McKenna Grace, Toby Stevens, Reed Scott, Dan Donahue, Gary Anthony Williams, Jason Watkins, John DiMaggio, Crystal Joy Brown, Michelle C. Bonilla, Eric Morgan Stewart, Tom Kenny, Minnie Driver, Diedrich Bader, Jamie Chung, and Christina Ricci. Now, Diedrich Bader is kind of funny, the fact that he's in the cast, because he was, of course, the voice of Batman for Batman Brave and the Bold, which was a great Batman series. They totally leaned into the campy sort of aesthetic, the campy vibe of Batman, like the Bruce, the Adam West sort of like Batman, like campiness. They leaned into that. And it was actually like a pretty fun series. And the star of the show says, all the villains come to you with a totally fresh take. I mean, it's a real exciting surprise for the series. I don't want to take anything away from people's enjoyment of Discovery, but there's going to be a lot to discover about each one of the characters, and the actors who are playing them are all just phenomenal. Bruce invented Harley Quinn in the original series, so yeah, he's got every right to do what he wants. I mean, the character is really cool this time around. I'd be curious to kind of see what Harley's going to be like in this. Is she going to be with the Joker? Who's going to be playing the Joker? He's going to be around because it's Batman. Joker's their money-making villain. He's going to be there at some point. I'm hoping that there's like a delay with when he shows up on the show. but it remains to be seen how it all plays out. But it's just all in all, this was a good trailer. Um, the setup for the show is good. The voice cast is good. The guy giving us bats is bringing it. So it remains to be seen how it all plays out when it drops August 1st on Amazon, I believe. So we're not too far off, in the distant future from it dropping and us kind of getting a look at what this take on Batman is going to be. So I'm looking forward to it. And, we'll all find out together as we often do. But those are some of my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. Until next time, of course, and always let us geek.